Hello, this is Editor to Throne Prayers. Go through sun rain, go through sun rain, go through life forever, go through living without death. And to throne simple means that the total mouthpiece of God, which is the total ensemble of creation. That is why we don't have problem with anybody with his doctrine or his worship or his theory or whatever that he's doing. And we also don't want anyone to have problem with us. The power of God is belief. Some people believe to be poor, some believe to be rich, some believe to die and go to heaven. Our belief, our mission, what we are asking from God, what we are begging from God, what we are praying for, from what to get from God is to live forever without death, to live with this flesh for 1,000 years, million years on this earth without death. So those who might believe in this, you can come together. Then we all see how we can build it and it will become ours. When we are talking about God, it's not for anyone. When we are talking about prayers, it's not for anyone. So we are going to talk about holiness and virgin, comprise it with death. When you're talking about holiness, anything holy has nothing to do with death, and anything virgin has nothing to do with death. And then virgin means the earth, and holiness means the heaven. So when you multiply the heaven by the earth, what you get is man. So if man tries to obey the rules and the laws of the heaven and the earth, he is going to live permanent and fixed like the heaven and earth without death. But how do we go about that? Someone or something must come to you or must visit you, or something or someone you must visit with questions and research to get whatever that you want. The world is open, everything is there, but it's left to you to do your research to believe or not. So when you're talking about virgin doesn't refer to anything on earth like young ladies or girls. Or when you're talking about holiness doesn't refer to young boys or young guys. But holiness means that the cover, the seal, the secret of the heaven, the secret of life. And then virgin means that the cover and the seal of the earth, the secret of life. That is what it means. You might be hearing of other holy things or other virgin things, as I give you example, or sometimes some people can tell about Holy Ghost and all those things. We are not saying it is not true, but ghost simply means that a dead soul which is hunting living souls for their death. Ghost means that a dead soul hunting living souls for their death, which is like a messenger of death, working for death, for the living to be dying. That is ghost. So if we turn it holy, it doesn't fix, because holy doesn't have anything with death. Holiness doesn't have anything with death. You can do your research and read as much as you can read, but holiness has nothing to do with death. Holy means life forever. Virgin means life forever. And holiness refers to the power of the heaven, and virgin refers to the power of the earth. And when you multiply it together, you are going to get life, which is what? Man. Man is the ruler. Then when you multiply the heaven by anything on earth, what you get is man. When you multiply the earth by anything between the heaven and the earth, or on the earth, what you get is man. That is, man is the cover, man is the ruler, man is the mouthpiece. So if the heaven will work, the heaven will need a man through to work with. And if the earth will work, the earth will need a man through to work with. If the waters will work, they will need man through to work with. If the air will work, they will need man through to work with. So if you multiply anything by life, if you multiply anything by the heaven, if you multiply anything by the earth, what you get is man. So man is not supposed to be dying. That is when we get to know the rules and the laws of this holiness and this virgin and who we are. We will live life forever without death. So we are talking about holiness and virgin. We want everyone to live holy, and we want everyone to live virgin. And I want you all to know that the more you struggle to make it, the more you struggle to live, the more you struggle for betterment. That's how other things are also struggling for your downfall, for your distractions, for your pains, for your ends. So to be aware of this, you have to stand for yourself. So to live, not to die, has to throne the mouthpiece of the sun rain, the mouthpiece of the editor, the razor God, as we are preaching, to live not to die. You don't have to stand for anyone, you have to stand for yourself. First, you have to stand for yourself. What is he saying? Is it possible? If it is possible, try to obey the rules and the laws of what we are saying, the theory we are producing. You make it practical onto your life. You are going to stand forever. But anyone that cannot stand for himself has nothing to do with God, has nothing to do with good life, has nothing to do with holiness and virgin. It means that the next thing that can easily happen in your life is what? Death. So we are going to live, not to die. And it is only to throne, the mouthpiece of the sun reign. It is only to throne, the circle all in one. It is only to throne, which is preaching life, not to die. You will never hear it anywhere, and you will never see it anywhere, and you will never know the practice for what it is until you get to a member of the throne, where you get to know how they pray, how they live by law and by society, how they deal with people, not to die. So to live, not to die, the only place you can get it is the throne. The only place you can get it is through the mouthpiece of the sun reign. We believe that God is through everything. Everything is God. Everything is God. But it depends on how you see it to be. It depends on how you practice it. Because we have brothers and sisters who are Muslims and Christians. Sometimes they do visit me. I do tell them that God is not about mouth. Don't take God as a yardstick, because God doesn't believe in fake things. So if you take God as a yardstick, you are preaching God, and your attitude, your character, your life is not as you are saying, nothing will work for you. So we are talking about holiness here. Holiness means that life forever. It is not any hard thing. Let's compare. How was the heaven created? How was the earth created? You understand? You bring them together. God created everything in two pairs. Then from there, he empowered all with life. How did God empower all with life? Some of the rules and the laws of very short, I can brief it to you. Then before we go for the next time, it's like to throne, we don't take any flesh apart from fish and then egg. We take egg and then fish only, and then we don't wear anything black or red. We have said it in the past, and we have the reasons to give to people why those things are there. And you cannot give birth more than two. You cannot give birth more than two. The highest you can give birth is 2 children, but you can marry up to 3 women if there is reasons to that. You understand? So if there's reasons to that. So if there's no reason to that, you can only marry only 1 woman and live with the woman with 2 children. You cannot live with the woman more than that children. So that is one rule and law of what? The heaven and the earth. The heaven and the earth, God created them. The heaven has a male power and created the earth has a female power. So if you are a man and a woman, you are not supposed to give birth more than 2 children. And if all things be equal with you, you will give birth to a baby boy and a baby girl. It means that you have finished giving birth. That's one rule and law of holiness and virgin. Of holiness and virgin, true man, which is a must for every man to obey. Which is a must for every man to obey, not only for to throne people. And to the flesh, in the beginning was only fruit. So if you are taking any flesh without the permission heart of that flesh, the way you kill that flesh and die and enjoy it, that is how you are also going to die. You must die. So there are some flesh that we have the permission of that flesh to take. If you don't have the permission of that flesh to take it, in the name of creation, in the name of the heaven and earth, any flesh that you are taking, you are reducing your lifespan. And any disobedient law of the heaven and earth you are going through, you are reducing your lifespan. And to expand our lifespan, we have to do research. We have to ask questions. There are a lot of people who have these ideas, but because they are addicted to some information and they are dependent their lives, their income is coming from some corner which they cannot try. If they try to bring the truth, their food and then their little income will not be coming again. They'll be restricted from certain things. So they all try to go by the one-way life. If not, they know the truth. So that is one law of creation. That's one law of the heaven and the earth. By birth, by creation, through everyone, and by flesh taking. So we have some flesh that are by law for everyone to take. And there are some flesh too which are a curse when you take them. And to the throne, the only flesh that is by law through the heaven and earth to take is what? The fish and then egg. Also do your research. The prayer that you are in, which flesh is by law through the heaven and earth for you to be taken. If you don't know of it, the more you take the other fleshes, the more you reduce your lifespan, the more you call upon challenges, problems, troubles, inflections, so many things, hatred, pressure for yourself. And those things will overtake you and they will rule you. And sometimes don't always think about spread, witchcraft, evil, or physical. Always think about yourself. I told that in everything, always consider yourself first. If you cannot stand for yourself, then nothing will work for you apart from evil. Because when you stand for yourself, you stand for your goodness. Nobody will stand against himself. But when you cannot stand for yourself, what you are standing for, if you don't know, that might be your cripple, that might be your enemy, that might be your downfall. So the best thing in life for everyone to live first is to stand for yourself. So that is that for today. And before you go, those who might be interested with SMS, WhatsApp, or maybe calls, you can call +2 33 245 795591. You'll get me with any question or any other thing that you want. And any problem that you have, physical or spiritual, we can be of help to you, whether counseling, marriages, and all that. Then thank you so much for your time.